Oopsie. Hi, Taurus. Welcome to your Harsh Truth reading for December 15th through January 14th. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below, as well as the recommend a reader shout out, which goes to Graceful Tarot. Love and support to her. Check her out. Show her some love and support. This is intended to be a romantic love reading, but it may resonate in other areas of your life. All right. Also, is there an also? I guess there's not an also. I don't know what I was going to tell you. Huh. Well, okay. Hi. I'll think of it. I can't remember. That's odd. All right. Taurus, Harsh Truth. Oh, I'm going to try and keep this under 15 minutes. That's a goal of mine because I know I can get wordy. All right, Taurus. Harsh Truth for Taurus. Page of Swords. Three of Swords. Ouch. Five of Wands. King of Wands. Page of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. Five of Cups. Okay. All right. So, let's get these. Okay, so we've got, all right, 3, 4, 5. Interesting. So something's been leading up to this sort of disconnect or this falling out. What's this 3 of Swords for Taurus? This 3 of Swords. Four of Swords. What's this 5 of Wands? This 5 of Wands. Taurus, 5 of Wands. 4 of Wands. We got 4 of Cups here. All right. What's this King of Wands? All right, so this is, okay. Is this somebody being kind of cut loose while you deal with something? And they're hoping you'll come around? Is that what this is? This could be Sagittarius, by the way. This could be Capricorn. Because we've got unrest and disquiet here, and we've got something that's been kind of, it's like this is a newer or new-ish relationship, and I mean, this isn't like something that's been, I don't think we're talking about a marriage here. I think we're talking about a setback for a relationship that's kind of starting to get settled in. And are you two at odds about next steps with each other? Is that what it is? Like, you're having different ideas about what next steps are for you, like if things are going to progress, if there's going to be a commitment, or we're going to keep doing the same thing by next year. And is this someone, are you two kind of being in separation? Is this person thinking, all right, well, like I can't tell if you two are going your separate ways or if you're going to work this out. What's this Page of Coins about? This Page of Coins. Queen of Swords. Okay, you're deciding then. What's this Queen of Pentacles about? Queen of Pentacles, what's this about? I think your person's hoping that this is just going to be a fight, and it's you two are needing to come to an agreement on what you want for the future with each other, or what this relationship's going to be. And it's going to be an ongoing battle and discussion. There's no, you two are going to bicker for a while because I don't think the person's ready. And I think they're going to be putting up, I think this is kind of I don't want to say passive aggressive approach, but I don't think they're going to want to come to any conclusions. I think they're going to want to keep the chaos or the fighting rather than have to make a decision because they don't want to make a decision. They're not ready for things to progress. This is someone that it's going to be an adjustment, and it's kind of a difficult decision for them to make. It's not, they're just not ready, but it's not because, I don't know, it's not personal to you. They just don't, they're not ready right now. It's not because you're not good enough or you're not enough, this or that. It's just not, it feels like they can't quite say anything with confidence right now. Not that they have a problem with that, but they wouldn't be telling the truth if they were to agree to something right now. All right, what else for Taurus? There's more on that. That's for Taurus. It's almost like, okay, well then if this is what I want out of the relationship, if you don't want that, then I need some time to think. And they're just like, well, no, wait a second, that's not fair. Like, it's like they don't want to be denied your presence and your company and all that just because you're hurt and you need time to go to think. They're like, well, that's not fair. So it's kind of, they're not selfish, but it's like they're kind of impatient and they're kind of bothered or annoyed that this is an issue. And maybe that is selfish. They're kind of being insensitive. And again, I think they'd rather continue to kind of bicker or have this be an issue, because at least while you're fighting over it, they still get you, but they don't have to commit. I don't think they want to take a hard stance on this, or I think they want to keep the drama going, because then they don't have to make a decision. Whereas if you go, you know what, talk to me when you've decided or this or that, the onus is still on them. They could still, well, I'm still deciding, but can we still... And I think I don't know if they're deliberately not understanding, like they're deliberately staying confused. So, well, can you just explain to me, because that keeps you having to defend something. It's a control tactic. But I don't like that. And I think you're right to pull back, because they're going to want to keep arguing about it and keep shooting holes through your ideas, keep you defending it and still enjoying you, still getting you in the relationship, still getting access to you, the benefit of you, what you do for them. So, and that's not a euphemism. I'm just saying that they get to have that dissonance and have you also. So you're making decisions right now. You're trying to come to terms with a new normal. They're thinking the new normal is temporary, and honestly, the severity or the gravity of this is deliberately lost on them. It's like they're not acknowledging, they're questioning everything. They're kind of, I don't know, they don't want to have this conversation because they don't want you to realize that they don't want what you want right now. And I say right now because they don't know if they're going to come around to wanting to take things to the next level, or wanting to move closer or move in, or whatever's on the table, whatever that next step that you're kind of have both been leading up to, they don't want it, whatever that is. What's this? 4 of Cups. This is 4 of Cups. Ace of Coins. What's this? 4 of Cups for Taurus. 4 of Cups. 3 of Swords. Taurus, they would rather let you go than to have a new, to take things further. I'm sorry. But this is somebody that would rather continue to fight with you over it, to still have you but not have to commit, than to let you go, because they don't want what you want. But they don't want you to find that out, because then you'll leave and they won't get you and all the benefit of being with you. So this is someone that is very quietly, stubbornly wanting things how they want it, but they're giving you just enough hope, or just enough, and it looks like you've figured that out and you've withdrawn, and either they're trying to find somebody else to fill the void, because they're not doing, this is somebody that doesn't really do well without a handler. They don't do well without somebody else, and that was okay with you because they provided certain things for you. But when there's been some kind of, I think it's come to a head, realizing, hey, we said we were going to talk about this. We always talk about this, and then you distract or deflect the conversation. We need to talk about this. And then the bickering started, and they don't want to transition. They don't want this to go somewhere, basically. And you're hurt, and you probably feel a little upset because you're like, you know what, I kind of thought that maybe eventually you would, and I don't think that was ever the intention. And so this is someone that just is not, they don't want, they like things the way they like things, and this is not someone that really compromises. And what bothers me, the thing that bothers me about this is that that was really manipulative, the way they knew all along that they had no intention, or that they just not cut out for what you want right now. But instead of making that known, I feel like they strung you along, and kept arguing with you, which kept you defending your point, and yet still under the guise of being a couple. So you were displeased, but you stayed out of loyalty because you thought, well, if I could just make this person understand, or with enough time, all these accommodations you made for them. And the whole time, they knew what they were doing. They were just buying themselves more time, possibly maybe while they were finding someone else to fill the void, or to measure up to you. Like they were just keeping you kind of that unsettled, or things left kind of, not wanting to leave things on a bad note. I feel like they're taking advantage of your good nature, honestly. Not wanting to leave things on a bad note, so you bicker, and they're trying to find somebody that can replace you, but until that, they kind of keep you. Boy, this is kind of turning out to be really crap, but it just feels like someone's being very selfish here. It feels like they didn't want what you wanted, and instead of cutting you loose or cutting the relationship short because of that, they kept you around to get certain needs met, and kept you having to defend your point. I don't know, Taurus. I don't like that. That bothers me. But this is not about, and this is about you adjusting to a new normal without this person. You start to take baby steps towards figuring out what to do from here forward. And this person's not going to be in the picture. And it's almost like you're trying to build yourself back up to where you were. And this person is going to be sad, but they also have done this before. You've been here before with this person, or you kind of suspected, but you're not the first person that this has happened with. This is kind of a pattern with this person. This is how they do relationships. It's all about them, and what and when they want, and they replace. Instead of looking at themselves, they just replace. They move on to the next one. What else for Taurus? I'm sorry. The sun, but I don't know if this one, it kind of jumped early. Hold on a minute. Nice. Okay. All right. So this was the sun, and I was like, yeah, but I felt like it jumped early, and we got 9 of coins. Together, I'd like it together because it's like, you know what, it makes it seem like you strongly are looking towards a future, not with this person in it, because it's come down to self-worth. It looks like in time, you're trusting right now that, there might be sadness and sorrow. We got 3 of Swords twice, ouch. But you're trusting that in time, you're going to be better for this experience, and you're looking to the future. You're looking to quite possibly talk to somebody about it, but it could be that you're looking, you might be meeting people online, like you might have resorted to that. Could be that. Not resorted, but I mean, you might have shifted to be like, maybe I need to look online to find somebody that I'm compatible with. It could be that. Could be you're talking to someone online. Could also be just you being in deliberations about your next move without this person. There is time apart here. For you, it's permanent. Your person is kind of iffy, and it looks like they're kind of wanting to see if there's still a chance. But that bothers me because it doesn't look like they're budging. It looks like they're kind of, no. So you looking to the future, and it being about you being like, no, I'm not going to compromise my standards. I know what I bring to the table. I'm comfortable eating alone, but I also would like to find somebody worthy of me that can give what I give, that gives me what I give, that would make a good partner. Good idea. And you're nipping this in the bud. Even though it's painful, you're still nipping this in the bud and moving forward. And for them, it feels like they're kind of sad just because their cookies are taken away. What else for Taurus? Cross watchers, I'm sorry. I hope that I'm not talking about you, but this is just someone that's kind of selfish and one note about things. Wow. Time to let go. Okay. And there you have it. All right. Well, that enough said, right? What else for Taurus? What else for Taurus? Well, there went 15 minutes, right? What else for Taurus? Let's see. Oof. Devil. Ouch. Devil and the Five of Swords. Yep, you're cutting it loose because your pride, your self-respect, your self-worth, your self-esteem, it's time. This is something that you're not going to get what you want. They're holding you back. Okay, I don't feel so bad now. Honestly, because I was like, gosh, I'm really trashing this person. And but honestly, yeah. I'm glad we got Capricorn twice here. But not that it has to be a Capricorn, but just the similarities. I'm glad then because, well, no, I'm not glad. But I kind of felt badly for being so hard on your person. But I really do feel like this is something that you're just realizing I need to move on from this. We got 3, 4, 5. You're realizing, you know what? I knew all along this could happen. I need some time, but I am determined to have a bright outlook for my future because I'm putting myself and my needs first, and I can take care of myself. And it's important for me to find somebody that is independent and can take care of themselves so that I'm not taking care of them. I don't need this person. I just wanted to be with them, but it's too much. What else for Taurus? Interesting. Unique gifts. And live from your heart. Okay. You know what this feels like? The unique gifts, of course, live from the heart, obviously. That's like, you know what? You got to follow what your heart says. And if your heart knows that this person's not in it, or if you're just, it's costing you too much, the heartache here, that's where you're basing most of your decisions on. You're not going to get your needs met. Obviously, very wise. But this feels like there's this idea that this person can't do for you, or can only do, there's this idea that this person has got that something special that you wanted. And for some of you, it could be a really insane physical attraction that you're feeling like, you know what, there's just something about the way our chemistry, I don't know that I could find that with somebody else. And that would be something they feel the same also, that they get some kind of, well, not get, but you know what I mean? The attraction is really intense and insane, but that's not enough to keep you two together. And the point is that you're wise enough to realize that, and you're not going to get in any deeper. For some of you, this could be an affair, but you're able to separate that, the intense physical attraction, and thinking that you can't find that with anybody else. You're like, you know what? Even if I can't, it's not worth my self-respect. Good for you. Okay. I hope this was helpful, Taurus. I'm sorry. I wish it was better news, but I'm glad you're making the decision to cut bait and do what's best for you. I hope to see you in the next reading. I thank you for stopping by. Happy holidays if you celebrate this month. Love and support to you. You take care.